Hey everyone, it's Steve here from theemotionmachine.com, and today I wanted to talk about being happy for other people's success. I think you can tell a lot about a person's character by how they respond to other people's success stories. And there's a large portion of people that when they hear about other people's success, they try to ignore it or belittle it or in some way take away from their accomplishments. Probably because that person reflects on their own accomplishments and they feel like they haven't succeeded as much or they haven't succeeded yet but someone else has. So when they see someone else being successful and doing something awesome, they try to say, oh, well, they actually don't really deserve that accomplishment, or they cheated in some way, or perhaps what they accomplished actually isn't really a big deal. And this is a way that people often try to protect their own ego because they don't want to feel smaller compared to this other person who's actually done something successful and accomplished something that's awesome. So people that try to belittle other people's accomplishments or rationalize it as something that's not actually that awesome, it's often a sign of pettiness and a sign of insecurity when you can't be happy for someone else's accomplishments, when you can't congratulate them or compliment them on what they've achieved. And to be honest, I've sort of experienced this in myself. A while back, I used to be kind of jealous when I saw other people accomplish things. I remember, going to music shows with friends, and we'd watch, someone local performing, and they would put on a really good show, and the whole crowd would be into it, and they would love it, and oftentimes I would enjoy it too. But sometimes, a part of me was kind of insecure that this other person had already accomplished something really awesome, something that I wish that I accomplished. And I would try to brush it off and be like, oh, well, they were pretty good. I've heard better bands before. I could do better if I really tried. I could do better. And this is sort of the ways that we try to rationalize other people's accomplishments instead of just being happy for them. And it's an unfortunate thing, and it shows a weak character to not just be able to be happy for other people's success. There's actually an interesting concept in psychology called the envy reflex. And the envy reflex can actually be a helpful thing to be aware of. And the idea behind it is that when you find yourself being envious or jealous about an accomplishment or a success story of someone else, even maybe a relationship that someone has that's very healthy and positive relationship, and you don't have that in yourself, then you're going to feel envious, you're going to feel jealous. So by paying attention to your feelings of envy and jealousy, it actually tells you what you want in your own life. So whenever you find yourself feeling envious about someone or jealous about someone, try to learn from that emotion and recognize that it's more about you than it is about them. What the envy reflex shows you is what you want to accomplish in your life and what you care about. So if you see someone, maybe a band on stage, and they have an awesome show and you really enjoy their music and you're feeling envious about it, maybe what that really tells you is that you should start a band and you should start making music and you should try to have your own accomplishments and your own success stories. So this is a good way of reframing our envy and reframing our jealousy and learning from it. But besides that, I think ultimately it's very healthy to be happy for other people's success. And when you see someone being successful that you know, especially if it's a family member or a friend, you should take joy in that and you should celebrate that with them. And oftentimes I feel pride actually when I see my friends doing awesome things. When my friend makes an awesome painting, or my friend is in an awesome band or accomplishes something great, I think to myself now, oh wow, that's awesome. Like, my friend did that. My friend is really awesome. I have cool friends that do things and succeed at things and achieve things. and it's just better to be happy for other people's success rather than trying to tear them down. And that shows, more maturity and security in yourself, that you can be happy for other people's success instead of trying to justify it or rationalize it as not that important or not that cool. So ultimately, I want you to pay attention to how you respond when someone tells you they've accomplished something awesome, and not to try to take away from their accomplishment, but to rejoice in it and to congratulate them and compliment them and celebrate their success. And instead of hating on people that are successful or more successful than you, learn from them and be happy for them. And when you do that, you're going to actually be a better person with your own goals. Be inspired by other people's success stories. Be motivated and think to yourself, if they can do it, if they can do something awesome, maybe I can do something awesome too. And so that's really what I wanted to share today. I think that being happy for other people's success is a really important thing, and it shows a lot about a person's character when they can be happy for other people's success and rejoice in it. So thanks for listening to me. Please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated on new videos, and I will chat with you guys again very soon. Bye-bye.